ASRC shareholders, do you remember that one time when ASRC tried to block our access to financial records for the corporation? Rodney Peterson went and asked for some information. They said no. He took them to court. He won, got access to that information, and then we found out that two executives had gotten bonuses totaling $44 million. One got an $11 million bonus, one got a $33 million bonus. People weren't very happy about that, and so then they tried to block access again. So this was like 2017 when this was happening, right? And so they're like, oh shit, we might actually be held accountable for some of the things that we're doing, like giving large bonuses to our executives. And so ASRC and Tara Sweeney decided to try and do a policy change that would restrict shareholder access to financial information again, but this would affect corporations in all 12 regions. So for those that aren't tracking, land rights were given in the form of corporations in Alaska. There's 12 regional corporations and there's over 200 village corporations. Now, in this, the wanting to hold back the information for ASRC and not have that kind of information, like the $44 million giving out in bonuses, again, Rodney Peterson took on ASRC and Tara Sweeney to hold our rights to get access to our financial records. And it wasn't just ASRC that was going to be impacted by this. They were trying to create policy that would have applied to all of the 12 regional corporations of Alaska. So anyways, ASRC shareholders are like, oh, Rodney Peterson is for the people, and voted him onto the board of directors for ASRC. And he was basically like blackballed, right? It was probably a lot of backlash from the court case and keeping access for shareholders to financial records that maybe held some bad blood. Anyways, that happened again in 2022, and Rodney Peterson yet again took them to court. It went to, I think, the Supreme Court, and because the smaller courts, they denied his claim, and then so he escalated it. He made sure that we have access to our financial records. And I want to put a disclaimer. I think that 90% of what ASRC does for shareholders is amazing. They have a lot of programs. They do a lot of really good things. But it is a corporation. They do have interests that may not align with what is the best for everybody, all of the shareholders, right? So I think that is important to keep that in mind, that holding corporations accountable isn't a bad thing. They might do a bunch of really good things, but it's like a friend or a child or a family member. They can be amazing and still have qualities that are harmful, and it's okay to hold them accountable and try to correct some of the harmful behavior that they do.